Hey guys, what is up? Lefty back here again, and thanks for checking out the video. So it's been a while since I've posted a video, but nonetheless my channel has somehow continues to grow, and if you guys have decided to go ahead and subscribe, even though the lack of content, I do appreciate it, and I will try to make more videos like this kind of upcoming and stuff, but I wanted to make kind of an icebreaker type video where we can get back in the flow of things. So anyway, so this is just going to be a simple, ubiquitous EDC video of 2016. We'll go over some new stuff and some old stuff and all that. And, you know, again, just to kind of break the ice and get my kind of head back in the YouTube thing. So anyway, let's get right into this bitch. So first off, the stuff that goes bang. I have the original G-Code holster that I've had for over 2 years. It continues to kick ass. It has the original clip on it. I have obviously messed with it a little bit. I don't have the mag pouch connected anymore. I actually have it right here with the G-Code like inside the waistband little clip, which works well. I do like it, but mainly if I'm going to carry a spare magazine, which I usually do, I usually have it in their waistband, or excuse me, outside the waistband mag pouch at my 3 o'clock now. I prefer that because every time when I needed to do you know, stuff around the house, obviously I like to have a gun on me at all times. You know, having that gun and also like that magazine pouch always locked to that holster, it was just kind of an annoyance, so I decided to get rid of it and just rock a 3 o'clock position mag pouch when I want to have a spare magazine on. It's a lot easier to bend down, it's a lot easier to do stuff around the house, this and that, so I prefer it that way. About a year ago though, when they had their G-Code had their MARSOC Foundation thing again, I did go ahead and pick one of the holsters up. I've always wanted one, never really had the need to get one, but I always think they look cool and it's good. It's for a good purpose and stuff like that. So I picked one up this time about like 6 months ago or something like that for my Glock 17, and it's super sexy and it's super functional as always. So talking to more utility items, so I got a new knife here, the Kershaw Cryo 2, I believe this is. You know, I got it for like 20 bucks on Amazon, can't go wrong. I know there's a lot more expensive knives and stuff like that, but I just can't justify it in my own head to get a, you know, a $200 knife, just not really my thing. My previous EDC light actually burnt out on me, so that is unfortunate. I do have a little backup I threw night here, which works pretty well. It's pretty bright. It's a little unnecessarily bright for how small it is because it's not very good at you know, kind of bleeding off that heat very well. So if you leave it on the super bright setting, which is about 300 lumens, it will heat up fairly quickly, and it will turn itself down to more like 100 and some lumens. So that is one of the negatives with that. More tool stuff items. I got the iPhone 6 in a Magpul case. Good phone. I like it. It gets the job done and calls some shit. So anyway, one of the more things that I do want people to kind of look into if they have not already, which is their medical items, because I think this shit is a lot more important than this shit. This shit's a lot more sexy and cool, but this shit is a lot more necessary in my opinion. And I will be doing more videos on this as we go. Again, just want to break the ice. So I usually carry a bag of some sort with me, an ADC bag with water, food, batteries, more stuff, ammo, blah blah blah. But obviously, one of the things that it carries that I'm particularly fond of is a big ass med kit. You know, I got everything in here from. I don't think I have any combat gauze in here. I probably should look into getting some of that stuff, some hemostatic, something like that. But I do have Izzy bandages, gauze. I have, you know, the smaller stuff like band-aids, gloves, SWAT tourniquet, just regular gauze, compressed gauze, stuff like that, regular medical stuff like that. So that's for maybe your bigger accidents that I would find going around. I am looking into getting a bigger vehicle kit as well, which I think is a good idea. But at the moment, this is what I got, and that's pretty much all my budget really allows me to do at the moment. But I do have spare medical supplies and stuff that I need to make another kit with, so that's always good. But another thing that I have on me is the the Soft T Wide. This is probably one of the more robust tourniquets out there. It's a beast. I really do like this tourniquet. Super awesome. Otherwise, I have a cat tee. Cat tees are usually in my house. I have them staged around, like near my bed. I have a cat tee next to my home defense gun, which is the Glock 17. I also have cat tourniquets on gear and all this other shit. So both tourniquets are good. I do like this one for the EDC just because of that metal windlass. It does get a little bit bulky, so if you don't have a cargo pants pocket or something to shove this into, it can be a little bit harder to put it into just a normal everyday jeans pocket. But you know, if you want to make it to work, it can work for you in that role. However, I did come across the Rats tourniquet, which is somewhat of a new thing. It's been around for a little bit, but I recently decided to pick one up, and I do really like it because it's very thin. It's basically just kind of like a bungee cord material. It's pretty simple. It's probably one of the stupidest things to use, meaning super simple. You know, you just loop it through and just pull that bitch tight and then wrap it, right? It's very fast to get on a arm. One of the downsides is because it is a little bit thinner and not very long. It makes it great for you know, carrying it on in person, but for people like me that live up in Minnesota, you know, hockey is kind of a main pastime, right? So we do tend to have bigger legs, aka muscular legs, not necessarily fatter legs, but I have probably larger legs than most guys, even though I'm not as tall as most guys probably. For me, I can only get this around my leg once, and that's kind of an issue. I can tie it as tight as possible, and I can get it around once. And for a femoral bleed, that's kind of an issue for me personally. So it's a great tourniquet to carry if you need to have a tourniquet, which I recommend. But again, if you have a femoral artery severed, that's gonna suck. I mean, you can probably make it work, but again, if you have maybe bigger members of your family with bigger legs or maybe bigger extremities or something like that, you're probably going to want to look into something with a metal windlass to really crank down on that shit. So it's just something, and again, you can see how wide this is relative to that. It's kind of ridiculous, but other than that, a SWAT tee works perfectly fine in my opinion as well. So that's pretty much it for carry ammo. I do just have the Hornady Critical Duties 135, not Plus P. Seen some interesting things on Plus P, but for a lower recoil, the 135s non Plus P work perfectly fine. I do carry other ammo. I did have a little bit of a stash of this, so I decided to rock it out. It works good on my gun, and I've seen some ballistics on it. It seems pretty much all bullets will work. You know, every pistol round is going to basically just poke holes in people, so they're all pretty much the same. Just make sure you hit what you're shooting at and put it where you need to put it. So that's pretty much it. A real quick, somewhat video of breaking the ice and trying to get back into this YouTube thing. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and be good.